Hey, beautiful people, welcome to the first ever public diary entry. I'm so freaking excited. It's been a hot minute since I've been trying to make this first episode. Like, you know what? We're here. We're here. Thank the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, just making sure my mic is on. Because the last time I recorded, it was so good too. It was very good. My mic was freaking off. And when my mic is off, it mutes the freaking. Anyways, this video is gonna be lengthy, so let's just get to the nit and gritty. Period. So I got my notes here for the ones watching on YouTube and wondering why is this girl constantly looking down. I'm reading my notes. All right. So today's topic is fears. Fears and I'll say limiting beliefs that I've been having. Today's video was going to be about insecurities. If you guys have me on Instagram, which you should, add me on Instagram. I put an NGL prompt for you guys to send me anonymous questions, but about insecurities for the ones who did follow my Instagram. We're not doing that today, and I don't think I'll make that video. So sorry for the ones that sent questions and then also wrote their insecurities too, because I also asked you guys to put your insecurities. Maybe I will make a video on that, but when my spirit aligns, if God's like, yeah, I think it's time to make that video. I still have the questions, so I wouldn't ask you guys to send me questions again, but yeah, like it just wasn't eating. My spirit was not like feeling it. But anywho, let me get to the point. Yeah. Once you don't know me, let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Marion. I'm a single mama of two little munchkins. My kids' names are Namdi and Adeze. And I started doing YouTube last year, May. My platform is growing. It's still in like the hundreds, but that's the process of, social media, content creating. It's a journey, you feel me? So yeah, that's a little bit about me. As the podcast grows and progresses and I make more videos or episodes, you guys will learn a lot about me because this podcast is going to be very deep. We're going to be very deep. I'm going to be very intentional when I make these videos because I want to help you help me. I want to help you guys be vulnerable. I want you guys to, accept yourself, be in the depths of your healing journey and constantly wanting to grow every single freaking day like your girl. And it's like healing part of my inner child, my inner teenager. I told myself when I make these videos, pretend you're talking to your 17-year-old self. 17-year-old Marion. Ooh, you guys are definitely going to hear more about her. But I just want this to be a safe space where you guys can be vulnerable through my vulnerability because when I tell you guys we're going to get deep, we are going to get deep. I'm excited because I love being vulnerable. I love putting my emotions out there, my raw, genuine emotions. I love it. Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to get deep in today's video for real, though. We're going to get deep. Okay, let me stop singing. Today's topic stumbled upon your girl. I would say writing like, I wouldn't say a script, but just my notes. As I was writing it, I told you guys the today's topic was gonna be about insecurities, but I was just like, I'm not feeling it. And then I was like, then what should I record? Like, what should I talk about? And then fears. It was just the first thing, fears, because that's what's been hindering me filming these videos. Like, I filmed probably more than 10 videos, literally hour long videos. I'm telling you, like 40, I'll say 45 minutes to an hour. That's still lengthy because of my fears and my limiting beliefs. Like in my head, I'll be looking at myself in the camera. I'm like, oh, you're ugly. You don't look good. You don't look like it. You don't look like that girl. Like those would be the thoughts in my head. Or I'm just like stuttering or I'm just, yeah, stuttering, rumbling. Um, what's the word? How do the Americans say it? Shumbling my word. I don't know. But I basically will I'll stumble, stumble my words. And I was just like ridiculing myself. I was just putting myself down. And we're going to get into some of the beliefs I was having towards filming this podcast entry, this first public diary entry. And also, I feel like it was God preparing me to just be myself. Like every time I record, even the last time I recorded and my mic, died on your girl. Great. I was just like, okay, what do I learn from this? Because it was late too. I was filming. It was like in the AMs. I was like, what do I learn from this? Okay, I know it sucks. This is a setback, but you have a passion for this. My desire did not diminish just because of that setback. It actually made me want to record more because I'm like, this is the enemy also. Because no, you're not gonna take my spirit. But also, instead of thinking, oh, it's the enemy, I was also thinking it was God. I like thinking positive instead of negative. So I'm just like, it was God teaching me a lesson, not lesson or I guess yeah, God teaching me a lesson about basically it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have sleepless nights. You're gonna have days where it doesn't go right. But do you still want to do this? But let's get into limiting beliefs and fears that I wrote down about starting this podcast. First one I wrote down was I won't be adding any real value in people's lives. That's like one of my biggest fears, honestly, because I'm like, if I'm not making an impact towards the people watching this, or yeah, if I'm not making an impact to people watching this or listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening to this, that will hurt because it's like, damn, like I feel like this will help people because I feel like this will help me. If I had somebody who was making this type of content, I would be so happy because this is real, this is honest, this is raw. I'm being 100% honest with my feelings, and I think we need more of that on the internet. And I just want to add value. Yeah, it would suck if I'm just on here just talking and yapping, you know, yappity yap yap. And I'm just doing this just for myself and I'm not really helping people. That would suck, honestly, because there would be no purpose for me to be sitting here if it's just for myself. I mean, if it was just for myself, I would not post it because why would I just put nonsense on the internet if I don't think it was helping people, you know? Yeah, so that would like, yeah, that's one of the big ones. Yeah. Another one that I wrote was I'll be wasting my time. Yeah, that's another one because I'm a single mom, so I don't have that much time during my day to like film. Like right now, I'm filming this before work, and my kids literally, oh my god, we're not gonna get into how hectic the morning was a little bit, but this time I can be using to like get extra sleep or like complete my assignments. School just started. I'm using it to record, and that's like I wouldn't say scary, but that's like, damn, like I don't want to waste my time. Like, yes, I want to help people, but also I do want to make a profit from this. I don't want to lie and be like, oh, I'm just recording just simply to help people. I mean, yes, that's the biggest reason why. If I was saying, oh, I'm just making this to not make money, that would be a lie. That would be a lie. And a lot of people start making content because they want to make money, but also it's like, what are you adding? What are you putting out there? Like the Wizard Liz and other people have said this. What is one thing you can do well that you feel like people will pay for? And for me, it's giving advice, being vulnerable, and helping others. Because I do that for free to people that I love, like my family, my friends. I give them unsolicited advice, or if they ask me for advice, I give them advice because I love them and I want the best for them. I want them to be their best self. And I feel like people would pay me to give them advice. I feel that 100%. Like I give genuine, real advice. I don't sugarcoat it. I just say it how it is because life is too short for sugarcoating. I 100% feel that way. It's not sugar spice everything nice. It's not. When somebody sugarcoats information, they should just tell you direct and straight. It's doing a dishonesty to yourself. So do not go to people who just give you bare minimum advice. It's not helping you and it's also not helping them. They're not being honest, they're not being genuine. And it's sad. Like I had friends in the past that would just give me the bare minimum advice or zero advice at all. There's people in your life that would give you the worst advice or the bare minimum advice and know the outcome of you choosing poorly or you doing the wrong thing. And they simply just don't care. And I am definitely not one of those people. I say it how it is. If you ask me for advice, it's gonna sting, but the truth hurts. I'll give you an example. Like the other day or last week, I sometimes like your girl's not perfect, okay? I'm not gonna say that, okay? I be having my off days. If you watch my YouTube videos, you will know this. So I was just like, damn, like this single mom stuff is hard. Like, damn, like girl, why didn't I close my legs? I love my children. I'm gonna cut to the point. I love my children with all my heart. I love them so much. They're my everything. I love them. Without them, I don't know. I would not even be this girl that I am today. The Marin that you see today would have took longer to become because my kids are the reason why I'm pushing forward into being who I truly am. So my cousin was like, don't beat yourself up. To be honest, it was bound to happen. And I was like, bound to happen? What do you mean it was bound to happen for me to be a single mom? I was like, no, if my mom would have just gave me the right advice, or she would have done this, that, and the third, or if I would have just listened to my intuition when intuition told me to leave that boy alone. And then my cousin, like, she had a dentist appointment and she had to get off the phone. And I was thinking about it, thinking about it, and thinking about it. I was like, damn, she ate me up. She was right. It was bound to happen. The type of family that I have, it was bound for me to be a single mother. Damn, every woman on my mother's side of the family has been a single mother or is currently a single mother. Yeah. And it was bound to happen of my mindset at the time, of just the way I was raised. And I'm happy that my other cousins that are my age or younger know better, learning from my mistake. I am okay with being an example. I am so okay with that because I don't know, God just made me a person that's not embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed at all. The only time I feel embarrassment is when I feel other people's embarrassment towards me. If that makes sense. Like I feel that embarrassing energy. But besides that, I'm not embarrassed to tell my business. If I end up putting something online and I take it off, it's not because of embarrassment. It's because it just isn't aligned with me anymore. But I'm simply a person that doesn't get embarrassed. And I don't feel any, like I really don't. Maybe like for a moment, I'm like, oh damn, that was kind of why did I do that? But then I'm just like, okay. Anyways, it happened. I can't revert what I did or what I said or the way I acted. That's life. Now it's time to move on. I'm the type of person I like to pivot, and that's what makes me so strong. Like you guys would know as I make more episodes. Oh, I've been through a lot. Like a lot. I wouldn't say I've been through the worst stuff. I'm not making my podcast for people to be like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you, Marianne. I don't want to be looked at as a victim because I'm not a victim. Your girl is a survivor. Yeah, and that's on period. I am not a victim, nor do I want to portray myself as a victim. I already had that victim mindset for so long. I mean, not so long. Like I said, your girl pivots. But for a hot minute, I did have that victim mindset. Like beginning of 2023, or I'll say most of 2022, your girl had that victim mindset. Mainly it was pregnancy hormones because your girl was pregnant. But I just simply don't want to be a victim anymore. I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. And me sharing my story just simply is to help other people because it doesn't really bother me. Another one that I wrote was, I won't make any money from this. Your girl wants to make cha-ching. I'm a single mom too. I literally want this to be my career. Not only this, obviously I wanna, we're talking about now. I want this to be my career. So yeah, I pray, God willingly, I make money from this. And I just don't want them to sound like, oh, look at you. You only care about money. No, money is important. I didn't think I was gonna share this, but the main reason why I want to make more money is to have that extra support for my children. Like get a babysitter, get a nanny. I'm doing a lot of this by myself. And I know it's going to be like that for a very long time. So that's what's motivating me to pursue my passion. That's what's motivating me to stay in school, to finish my assignments. I want to make sure my kids have the life that I never had. If I just sit here and just dwell in my situation like I was like for a minute in 2023, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to create the life that my kids deserve. So if it means that I'm on here, air quotation, embarrassing myself, so be it. This is my passion. I love doing this. And school is really not my passion. I'm being 100% honest. I love learning. Don't get me wrong. I love learning. I really do. And yeah, but it's not my passion. I'm in school for my kids to provide a better life for them. I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to start crying. I don't want to put my mom's business out there, but she did not pursue her education, which made her stay at the same job for 20 plus years. And I don't want to be like that. I really don't. I want to show my kids that no matter what you're going through, you're going to pivot. You're going to tell yourself, yes, it may be hard. Yes, it's going to be challenging. But for myself and for if my kids have kids, for my children, I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see it through, my boy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it crying. I'm gonna do it fearful. I'm gonna do it upset. I'm gonna do it sick. I'm gonna do it no matter what. Because it's life. Life keeps going. It's like this. Like life keeps going. So it's either do it or don't. No one's going to tell you to do it besides yourself. No one's going to give you the drive to do it but yourself. So I'm telling myself, get up, record. It does not matter how you feel. Get up, do your homework assignment. It does not matter how you feel. Yes, we're going to have off days. Reflect. Why am I having an off day? Blah, blah, blah. Think about your feelings. But do not sit in your feelings. Get up and get over it. Like, that's what I tell myself. Yes, have compassion for yourself. But you know when you've been giving yourself too much compassion. You know when it's like, it's done. I feel this way. I cried over it. I blah, blah, blah. But get up and get going. And that's how I feel about the things I need to accomplish. Do it tired, do it scared. No one is coming to save me, and no one is coming to save you, especially my single mommies. That's a reality. Especially the single moms with no help at all, like me, or little to no help, like me. Mama, mama, get up, stand up. It's time. Wipe those tears. Stop crying over that man. Stop crying over that boy. Get up. This is advice I give myself. I'm not just saying this to hurt anyone's feelings. This is what I be telling myself. Get up, stand up. Do not let anyone stop you from the stuff that you need to do, stop you from your destiny, especially if you have children. Especially. It's not about you no more. It's about them babies. And that's the stuff I tell myself when I feel like giving up. It's not about me. Sadly, yes, I am a human being living this experience. But since I have children, it's not about me anymore. It's not. So I need to get it together. That's why I started my weight loss journey. I started healing. I started being more mindful because it's not about me. My kids are so small right now. They don't understand at all. They don't. But they're gonna come to the age where they're gonna understand, like, why is this a situation? Why is this? Why is that? They're going to ask questions. So before they reach that age, I'm getting my shit together. They're here. There's no reverting. There's no giving up unless I want to give them up to the government, which I'll never effing do. Oh, I'm sorry for being loud, but I'll never do that. I don't know how this one is going to sound to some people. I just hope that I don't offend anyone when I say this, but I don't want to be a statistic. I don't want to be a statistic of a single black mom. That's what I wrote. That's like one of my limiting beliefs that I would end up becoming one. And I don't want to be one. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Why should I feel sorry? I don't want to be what people define or think of when they think of a single young black mother. I don't. And that's why I want to work hard to not be a statistic. Work regular 9 to 5. Work, single forever, or just dating random men that have no pure intentions towards you. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to have an average life or live a regular life because I'm not average. I am not regular. And nobody has to believe that but me. I am not average. I am not regular. I am me. I am Marion. And I want everyone to feel that way. I'm not special. I'm really not. But to myself, I'm special. You don't have to view me as special for me to feel that way towards myself. I'm not special to other people. You don't have to view me as, oh, she's full of herself. I am. And so should you. You should feel that way towards yourself. You don't want to be average. You don't want to be regular. You have one life. And that's what I tell myself. You have one life. You're not average. You're not regular. You're special. Probably not special to other people. And that's fine. You don't have to look at me as, oh, she's the most special person. I don't care. I really don't. And that's how everybody should be moving. Period. I'll be damned if I end up being a statistic. Okay? No matter how long I had to work hard to get to where I need to be, I'm not going to be a statistic. That's all. That's all. Okay? Let's move on. So the next one I wrote down was I'll be telling my business for no reason. Like I said, I really don't care about telling my business, but because it's like, what if I just be just yapping, 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 and I'm not making an impact? Like I said before about the not adding value into people's lives, it kind of goes with that too, because I just don't want to tell my business and it's not making an impact or it's not helping other people because I'll be wasting my time. Like I said, I could just be recording this is just to record this and just keep it to myself and just watch it in the future. But I don't want to do that. I want to help people. I want people to get up, especially single mothers. I want them to remember no matter what, you having kids does not stop you from starting your passion. You having kids does not stop you from doing the things you need to do. You honestly need to work 10 times harder because you have kids. And that's what I told myself. I'm going to have more sleepless nights because of the goals I have. They're so big. My dreams are so big. They're not small and they will never be small. I'm always going to reach for more. I'm always going to want more. So I don't have time to care about people's opinions. I don't care about the little things because I know what I want is big. And I have kids. Living a statistic life, living an average life is not beneficial to you. It's not beneficial to anybody. You don't have to even have kids. It's not beneficial for you. We should be living this life for more, growing, elevating. So I don't want to just be on here just talking and talking and it's not adding value. I know I'm not telling my business for nothing. It already happened. It's the past. The past is the past, like I said, and you can't change it, can't revert it, can't flip it, can't reverse it. It's the past. And I'm not going to feel ashamed or feel self-pity or loathe, or I'm not going to loathe myself because of my because of my past. It's the past. There's nothing I can do about it. I was about to say sorry, but not sorry. Okay, ooh, the last one is kind of a big one. I wrote down, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. That's been eating at me for the longest. And I just never wanted to admit it. That what if this is not my passion? What if this is not my true desire? I'm just like, but I think about it every day. So like, I'm just like, I need to give it to God. Like I pray to God. I'm like, God, I pray this prayer multiple times. Multiple times. I'm like, God, I don't want to start crying. But I'm like, God, if this is not what I'm truly supposed to do, please, what is your will for me? What do you want me to do? I'll do anything. I don't want to waste my time doing something that is not what you want me to do. And time after time after time, God gives me a clear sign. This is what you're supposed to be doing. I don't want to start crying. This is what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what people perceive you as. But God, oh, God is so good. Like he is. Like I've been going through a lot mentally. It's to build me to this person I am today. It's to build me to this woman you see right here. The past few months before 2024. Oh yeah, Happy New Year. This is our first video, but this is our first podcast entry of the year. Happy New Year. Damn, I lost my train of thought. But time after time again, God showed me, told me this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to share my story. I need to help other people. And something that the Wizard of Liz said, who are we to not fulfill our desires that God has placed upon us? I said, girl, you ate that little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because girl, I never saw it in that perspective. I'm like, that is so true. Who am I? Literally, who am I compared to God and his desires that he placed upon me? I need to do it no matter what. The pastor, Miss Sarah Jakes Roberts, she said that she still gets nervous when she preaches. And she's been doing it for a minute now. She said she still gets nervous. She says she still does it even when she's fearful. She knows that God has a word for people that she needs to share. She knows, ooh, God placed something inside of that woman to share her story, to share her testimony, but also preach to help other people. God did his big one on helping her for real. Like without her, oh my gosh, I just talking about her, I just feel like the Holy Spirit. Like she is a phenomenal preacher. That's all I can say. She is one of the ones. One of the ones. Sarah Jakes Roberts. Go Google her, search her up, watch her sermons. I highly recommend. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to leave multiple links down below. I love her. I don't know her, but I love her. Let me stop fangirling over Miss Sarah Jakes Roberts. So before I wrap this up, I have two journal prompts about like fears and limiting beliefs that you guys can write down and also like answer yourself. You can also answer them on the comment section down below. And also I believe Spotify has like a thing that I can leave like questions and people can answer. So I'll figure that out. Your girl's new to this, you feel me? So I'll figure it out. After the journal prompt, we're gonna wrap it up by me reading one of my journal entries about my limiting beliefs, about my fears. So the first journal prompt is, what's the worst that could happen? I guess for me, the worst that could happen is honestly death. Like what, like I'm just thinking like the worst, like not besides death, me failing. But failure to me is like a setback. I can always grow, I can always learn, I can always perfect my craft. So the worst outcome is failure or having multiple major setbacks, or also what else? Taking forever for me to get the groove, get, you know, to where I need to be. But yeah, that's the worst that can happen. The second one is, if I trusted this was unfolding for my highest good, what would I do? What I'm doing right now. Just doing it, not caring, and just be who I was meant to be. Yeah. Like if it was unfolding for my highest good, this is what I would be doing. Everything I'm doing now. I'm in school, recording a video for my podcast, just always doing what's best for myself and for my kids, of course, and always reaching for more, elevating, growing, and never staying stagnant. And I'm doing it right now. Like, oh, forget, I was gonna say something. I wasn't going to mention this, but when you do the inner work on healing, maybe your external is not gonna look like how you feel on the inside. So it took a lot of unfolding within to just be like, okay, now it's time to put in motion what I need to do and stop being in my head. I'm not a masculine woman, not anymore. I'm in my divine feminine, so I move with my body, my spirit. So everything I'm doing now is unfolding for my highest good. I was about to, sorry. The waterworks. Your girl is very emotional. Now let's read my journal entry, and then that's it for today's episode. I was actually supposed to film this video on New Year's Day, but things happen, single mom life. And I told you I did record, but my freaking mic was off. Sad. But I said December 30th, 2023. It's the night before New Year's Eve. I'm excited but nervous to I guess no, I guess I was supposed to film New Year's Eve. Okay. It's the night before New Year's Eve. I'm excited but nervous to film my official podcast entry. I just want to be myself and not let my nerves get the best of me. I know I can do this. God is with me and knows my heart. I got this. People want to hear from me. People want to hear my story. If you let your fears get the best of you, okay, that was an affirmation. People want to hear from you. That's an affirmation. If you let your fears get the best of you, imagine the amount of people that are connected to this blessing. Do not self sabotage. You got this. I love myself. I believe in myself. God got me. That's other affirmations. Internally and externally, blessings are connected to my story. Get excited. You don't want to let your younger self down. You're writing this as you sit on the toilet. I was sitting on a toilet when I was writing this. You see a picture of your 7-year-old self. Because I have a picture of my 7-year-old self in the long mirror in my downstairs bathroom. Actually, let me show it to you guys. Hold on one second. I'm coming. I'm coming. This is 7-year-old Marion. This is when I went to Africa for the first time because I'm West African. My family is from Sierra Leone. I don't want to start crying. My dad is actually in this picture. I don't want to start crying. I feel like that's why I'm so connected to my 7-year-old self because that's the first time I ever met my father. Oh my god, I didn't think we were gonna talk about this. I don't want to start crying. But my father, he didn't abandon me. Okay, he didn't leave me. Um, he lives in a whole other country. He has been trying to come to America, but things just never worked out. But we're in the process of bringing him to America. But yeah, this is the first time I ever met my dad. He's actually in this photo, like I said, or did I say that? I don't know. But I cut it out because I just wanted a picture of myself. I don't know if my dad wants to be posted on social media, so I'm not gonna post a picture of him. But I'm deeply connected to my 7-year-old self and my 17-year-old self. I'll say my 7 and 8-year-old self and my 17-year-old self. So it's like letting my past self down because this is what I wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to be an actress, to be honest. And hey, God is God works miracles. I I was about to like back out by saying this, but I believe I can be like in a movie or a TV show. I believe that anything can happen when you put the energy towards it. No, I still have that dream and desire, so I'm gonna see it through, my boy. But let me finish reading the journal prompt. I said, "You can't let her down. This is her dream too. I hope you get some quality sleep, lol." Which I did end up getting some quality sleep that day. God is good. But yeah, that's my diary entry. Yeah, I'm really happy I made this. I'm really happy. I feel good about this. I really do. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening, and stay blessed.